in our application. So what is the toast? Toast is the acknowledge message that is sent to the client. Like here, when we click on delete, right, at that time this alert is coming. Okay, but instead of this alert, we can show the message on some strip that will be displayed below the navigation bar. Okay, so that is known as a toast. So let's try to add the toast. So to add a toast, what I'm going to do, that I'll be opening the React JS bootstrap, and there I have option. Let me click on the alert. Yes, these are the toast messages. Okay, so I will be picking this one. Okay, so let me create a new class over here in our React.js application. So in the component, going to create a new file called my toast.js. Okay, and I will be adding this particular code to the function, okay, that I'll be creating over here. So I'm copying this code and here typing a command, that is rfc. It has created the function for me, and just uh, let me do one uh, let me do undo, and here I have to put the code between div. Okay, so the toast is there, right? And once the toast is ready, I must have to import the this alert component. Okay, so this is what I have to import. So I'm just copying it from here and pasting below the import react. Okay, so my toast is ready. Now what I supposed to do, I will be just putting the toast in the app.js. So let me open app.js, and below navigation bar I will put the toast. Okay, so the toast name is my toast with the closing. Okay, so now toast should be displayed to my application. So I'm opening the application. Here is the application. Okay, and you can see that I have a list of toast over here. Okay, so let me modify the code. So the code is written in the mytoast.js, and here I will just take only this thing. Okay, the rest of the thing is not important to me, so I'm just removing this, and let me overwrite all these things. Okay, and here instead of variant, here I'm just writing a success. Okay, variant is success. Let me remove it, this key, and here I'm just writing a message that this is a success alert, check it out. Okay, now let me see that how my application look like. So here you can see that my application is looking like this. Okay, now here what happens, that this is going to remain stick over here. Okay, what should happen, that it should be disappear after some amount of time. Okay, so that also I can do. So for that I am going to use the function called set timer, but that we will do later on. Right now, let me try to add, or let me try to create the state which are related to this toast. Okay, so I'm moving to the app.js. Okay, and here I'm going to create a new state called alert. Okay, alert and set alert. Okay, is equal to use state. Okay, I'll be initializing it by null. Okay, and I'm going to have one function. Let's say the function is constant. Okay, show alert. Okay, this is going to be the message. This message would be called whenever we want to display the alert. Okay, so it is like this. the arrow function, it would be declared with the help of arrow function. And here inside this, that I'm going to set the value of the alert. Okay, so here you can see that I'm going to pass two things, that I'm going to pass the message text as well as the type of message. Okay, so here I'm just setting the this state variable by using set alert. Here I have done mistake, that this should be set alert. Okay, so I've just corrected it. So set alert, and inside that I'm going to have the values. Okay, so here the whenever user will click or user will do something, at that time the message and the type of toast should be passed over here. So what I'm doing, I'm going to cache those values over here, that is message and type. Okay, going to create the variables inside this alert state, that is the message is equal to message, okay, and comma type colon type. Okay, so this is going to happen whenever the user will or this show alert will be called. Okay, so now guys, when this show alert supposed to be called, sorry, I have made a mistake. This I have to write inside the app.js, so I am just deleting it from here and moving to app.js, and there I'm rewriting everything. Okay, I have just pasted everything. Okay, I must have to uh, import this use state. Okay, because I have use over here, so let me write the import statement: import use state from React. Okay, now there is no error. Perfect, that the alert is ready. So by default that alert is alert would have a value null. Okay, so here like guys, here if you see that right now that alert is getting displayed over here. So what I'll be doing, that initially I will hide this alert. Okay, so how can I write a code for that? So for that I'll be moving to the mytoast.js, and here I'll be writing like this, that the props, oh sorry, here I will use the something such that I can get the idea that whether the alert has some message or not. Okay, so for that what we'll be doing, that in the React every component would have these properties. Okay, so that properties I can use over here. So properties I am writing like this, that props dot alert. Okay, so if the prop dot alert is not set, then this should not be displayed. Okay, so now if you will see the application, sorry, my mistake, that I must have to write this with the curly brace. Okay, so let me write this in a curly brace. Okay, perfect, now it should work. And ampersand is still, okay, sorry, my mistake is that this ampersand should also go to this curly brace. Okay, let me arrange the code. Okay, so now here it says that if prop.alert is null, then this is not going to display. Okay, but if this has something, some value, okay, at that time this would be shown. Okay, so here what will happen, that as a part of property we will be sending the type of message as well as the this alert type or the toast type. Okay, so here instead of this variant success, what I can write over here, here I can write that props dot type, sorry, props dot alert dot type. Okay, why alert dot type? Because I have declared this type state variable inside the alert. Okay, that's why here if you will see that inside the alert I have message and type, that's why I have done that. Okay, so let me go back to my toast, right? So this would be props dot alert dot type, and this I must have to write within the curly brace. Okay, and here the message would be like the whatever message would be passed by the component. So here for the message I will be writing props dot alert dot message. Okay, so here you can see that the type and message would be passed from the component. Okay, so we are ready with our toast, right? Let me go back to the app.js, and here what we are going to do, that we are going to add this uh, show alert as a property to all the component which I have. Okay, so let's say for the add student, okay, if I want to add it as a property, I have to write that this, okay, show alert. Okay, so guys, what is going to happen, that show alert is a property for this component component. Okay, so when you will go, whenever you will go to the student component, and if you will try to use this property, you will able to use it. Okay, so what we supposed to pass over here, so we are passing show alert function. Okay, so this function would be accessible from the student component. Okay, so let me show you how. So now I will go to the student.js, and there here I'm writing props. Okay, right now whenever that we are generating the alert, instead of alert, now I will able to use that show alert method, or call the show alert method of this particular component. Okay, how, let me show you. So here, where is the alert? Let me check. Do I have any alert over here? No. In add student, yes, I do have alert over here. So here, instead of alert, what I can do, I can write like this, that props dot show alert. Okay, and here you can see that in the show alert we supposed to pass how many arguments? Two arguments. Okay, first one is the message and second one is the type. Okay, so that is what we are going to do. So the first one is the message, this one. Okay, and the second one is type. Okay, so here the type, let's say the type is success. Okay, right? So now that the toast should be visible whenever that user will add any student to the system. Okay, so let me check in the application. So I'm in the application, moving to add student, and let me add a new student. Let's say that the id is 2000, name is abc, address is abc, and let me click on submit. Okay, here it gives me the error that XCS error, request failed with the status code 400. Let me check that what has happened. Okay, I'm moving to the backend. Nothing, there is no error in the backend. Let me check the console. What is wrong in the console? Fail to load the server. The server is running on the port number 8080, 8080, 8080, and here we are getting 8080 student undefined. Okay, so let me check that why it is giving undefined. Okay, so I got the point that why I'm getting undefined. So guys, here that we have done the mistake that should not check whether the student ID is null or not. Instead of that, if there is no student ID, then this code is going to be, sorry, this code is going to be executed. But if there is a student ID, then this is going to be executed. Okay, so here let me use the not operator. Okay, and hopefully my application should work now. Okay, and same time I'm doing some changes, correction over here, that here also I'm going to write like this, that props alert show. Okay, and here I'm just replaying this alert, and now this would be danger, not success. Okay, and here also, okay, this is the success one, right? This should be success because this is what we are updating. And here I must have the property show alert, that the alert of error would also be displayed. Okay, so let me copy this and let me paste it over here. Okay, okay, now it is saved. Okay, let me go back to the application. Let me close this and let me go to the add student. Here let me provide the student ID, that is 2001. Okay, name let's say XYZ and the address XYZ, and I'm clicking on submit. Okay, so the record is submitted, but this alert is not getting shown. Okay, let's see that why we have made a mistake. Okay, let me check my application is working or not. Yes, it is working perfectly, right? And rest of the things we have done perfect. Okay, now let me add one more student, that is 2002. Okay, and this time the name is AAA and the address is AAA, and let me click on submit. Still it is not getting display. Let me see why. Alert, show alert. Okay, I forgot one more thing, that here in the my toast we are passing the property. Okay, but from the app.js I'm not passing anything, so I must have to pass. And which properties we are using inside the my toast? The property name is alert. Okay, so that is what I have to pass, this particular alert, the state variable. Okay, so I'm just passing the state variable over here like this, that alert is equal to the alert state variable. So here the difference between these two is what? This is the property and this one is the state we are passing as a property to the another component. Okay. Now the application should work. Okay. Let me go back to the application, and here I am providing a value. Let's say 2005. Okay. Name, path, address, Anand. Okay. Let me click on submit. It's not working. All the records are getting stored or not? Let me check. Database name is student. Yeah, all the records are getting saved. Okay, so finally found the mistake, that here previously I had written constant, but it should be let. Then and then it will work, because constant will not change, where the let will allow you to change the value of this. Okay, so guys, please make sure that whenever you need a function and you are not going to update the you are not going to change the function, then it should be constant, otherwise keep it let. Okay, so let me show you that how it is going to work. Okay, so I'm moving to the application and trying to add a record, let's say all ones, name, path, and Anand. Okay, and let me click on submit. So here you can see that the toast message is getting displayed. Now I'll be yeah, here you should observe that this toast remains over here, but it should be disappeared after a few seconds. Okay, so how can I write code for that? So for that I'll be moving to this show alert function, and then I'll be writing one function, that is a set timeout. Okay, and inside set timeout I'll be writing a arrow function, and here I'm going to mention the timeout interval. Okay, so that internal the timeout would be like here. It would be set alert and it should be disappear. So I will be writing null, okay, but after how much amount of time? So that I will be typing over here, that is after 3 seconds. Okay, right. So now let me go back to the application and let me refresh this. Okay, and let me provide the value 1 2 3 4 5 and the name ABC, the address. Okay, let me click on submit, and after 3 seconds it should be disappear. Yeah, it is getting disappeared. Okay, so this is how we can write a code to add the toast message. Okay, even that when you will you want to delete it, right? For that also you can add a toast. So how can I do that? So same thing I can write, which I have written over here, that show alert will go to the over here also, and in the view student also. Okay, and now inside the view student, just I supposed to like write the properties while declaring the function, and here instead of alert I can write props dot show alert. Okay, so the error message followed by type, the type would be danger. Okay, similarly here, that instead of alert it should be prop dot show alert. Okay, and the type for the delete we are keeping, let's say danger. Okay, this is the alert. Okay, we are going to replace this with the type danger. Okay, I think now there is no more, right? So let me go back to the application, view student, and now I'm trying to delete it. Okay, let's see that the record deleted successfully. Okay, that's it for this.